You've heard it a million times, right? The robots are coming for your job. Well, it's not a movie tagline anymore. It's kind of here. But hold on. This isn't some doomsday story about the end of work. Nope. This is about a massive shift, a quiet revolution, and, most importantly, how you can come out on top. So let's dive right in.
All right, I want you to imagine something for me. The year is 2035. The world didn't end with a bang, but with the quiet hum of servers. And then you look up, and there it is, on a giant digital billboard. Human labor not required. That's not a threat. It's just a status update. This is the future we're building, one line of code at a time. And honestly, for a lot of people, it's already starting to feel like today. So let's meet Armon. Now, Armon isn't some factory worker from an old black and white movie. He's a professional. He's skilled. He's probably a lot like you. And his entire career just ended with a simple notification. Just like that. All those years of hard work, all that expertise, gone. Outsourced to an AI system. Armon represents millions of people who are finding out their jobs are becoming obsolete, one notification at a time. So Armon steps outside, and everything just feels off. You know that barista who always remembers your coffee order? Now it's a robotic arm. The bank teller you'd chat with, replaced by a chatbot on a screen. The taxi driver who knew all the back roads, just an algorithm. The world has become this super efficient but totally cold machine. And if you're like Armon, it feels like a nightmare. Okay, so at this point, it would be really easy to just throw your hands up and say, well, the machine's won. But that is absolutely the wrong way to look at this. This isn't the end of human work, not even close. It's more like the rules of the game have completely changed, and understanding those new rules, that's exactly what we're going to get into right now. All right, so this is the pivot, the big shift. Stop trying to compete with machines on their terms. You're never going to outcalculate a computer, right? The future is about out-humaning them. It's about leaning into the stuff that makes us, well, human. The things that are just built into our DNA that AI can't touch. We're talking about the 7 skills that will make you completely irreplaceable. So we're going to go through these one by one. And don't just think of this as a list. Think of it as your personal roadmap for the future. These skills, they're your lifeline in this new world. Okay, skill number 1, systems thinking. So an AI is great at telling you what happened. It can say, hey, sales are down 5%, but it can't tell you why. It can't see that a new competitor just launched this killer marketing campaign that taps into a whole cultural vibe your company missed. That's systems thinking. It's about connecting the dots that the data doesn't even show you. Number 2 is a big one, creativity and innovation. Look, an AI can generate a picture in the style of Van Gogh or write a song that sounds a lot like the Beatles. But it can't be the Beatles. It can't have that crazy, out-of-the-blue idea in the middle of the night that literally changes everything. That spark, that's still all us. Skill number 3, human skills, or, emotional intelligence. You just can't code empathy, period. You can't program a robot to give that perfect, inspiring speech that rallies a team and saves a project from disaster. In a world that's getting more and more automated, being able to truly connect with other people, that's a genuine superpower. All right, number 4, complex problem solving. AI is fantastic when you give it a puzzle with clear rules. But what about the messy, real-world problems? The ones with no single right answer, where you're dealing with office politics and shifting budgets and unpredictable people? Yeah, AI is not so great at that. Navigating that kind of mess, that's our job. Number 5 is maybe a little counterintuitive. AI fluency. Now listen, this doesn't mean you have to become a coder. Not at all. But you do need to learn how to talk to AI, how to ask it the right questions, how to know when its answers are, well, garbage. It's about using AI as a tool to make yourself better, smarter, and way more efficient. Coming in at number 6 is hyper learning. Think about it. It used to be you could learn one skill and build a whole career on it. Those days are over. Your skills now have an expiration date, just like milk. So hyperlearning is the ability to constantly learn, to reinvent yourself, to stay ahead of the curve. It's not about what you know right now. It's all about how fast you can learn the next thing. And last, but definitely not least, number 7, future leadership. The leaders of the future aren't just going to be managing people. They'll be managing teams made up of both humans and AI. They're the ones who will set the vision, who will make sure all this technology is actually helping us. It's about leading everyone through this massive, massive change. So, when you look at all 7 of these skills, what's the one thing they all have in common? It's a massive mindset shift. We have to stop thinking of AI as the enemy. It's not a competitor, it's a collaborator, a really, really powerful tool. And really, this is what it boils down to. You've got 2 paths. You can fight AI, which is, let's be honest, a losing battle, or you can work with it. You can learn to lead with this new technology and make yourself essential. It's a choice, and it's a choice that everyone needs to start making like yesterday. So, let's go back to Armon. What happened to him? Well, he didn't just curl up and disappear. He thrived. He saw what was happening and decided, nope, I'm going to rewrite my own future. He didn't just find a new job. He found a completely new mission.
And get this, just 3 months later, Armon is a different person. He's not afraid of AI anymore. He's the one directing it. He's leading a team, using AI as a tool to crack problems they could never have solved before. He went from being replaced to being totally indispensable.
And that right there is the single most important thing to take away from all of this. The real threat isn't artificial intelligence. The real threat is standing still. The future doesn't belong to the robots. It belongs to the people who are willing to adapt, to evolve, to constantly update themselves. Look, the future is already here. It's not going to wait around for you to get comfortable. So the real question isn't whether you're ready for tomorrow. The question is, what are you going to do about it starting today? Your personal update begins right now.